So the preseason's gone pretty well thus far. I mean, we have a young group, so we felt like we kind of had to start some things over and really start to kind of build that foundation for the guys, not just to help them out this year, but also with us moving forward. Weather's been great, so we've gone outside a bunch, which is huge. We got a great facility over in Palmer at AP that we've been able to use, and that's really helped us with the reps that we've been able to take, and I think that's going to help the young roster and those guys all be ready to play when push comes to shove this weekend. Returning positionally, I mean, we got a few key guys, and you got to start with Dan Morin, who, when it's all said and done, will be a 4-year starter for us this year. Played a little third base his first couple years. We moved him over to first last year, and he'll play first again this year. He'll hit third or fourth for us and really be able to anchor our lineup that way. In the outfield, we got two guys, Ben LaCroix and Eric LeCaire, both played a bunch as a freshman. Eric's just a very, very good defensive center fielder, and he has some punch and can provide a little bit of a spark to our lineup. And then Ben's somebody that hopefully will grow into the middle of the order role. He showed flashes of definitely being there last year, and I think he's had a great preseason and is really primed to break out. And the other returner is Alex Leparco, who should hit at the top of the order. He'll play in the middle of the infield. Last year he actually played in every game for us as a freshman, and he's somebody that can just he can get on base. He can create a lot of trouble for other teams just with his ability to run, and he's got a little bit of punch in his bat too. So pencil him in the one spot and see what he can do, and hopefully those three sophomores can really build off what they did last year. We're fortunate, I mean, small senior class, but we got three guys who have pitched a lot for us, and Matt Thomas, Andrew Mulvey, and Jake Bolliard. Jake's kind of been a key member of our bullpen the last 2 years. He'll slide into that closer role after serving as our primary setup guy last year, and we have all the confidence in the world in him to get the job done. Mulvey and Thomas, they've both been in roles as relievers and starters. They both had really good preseasons, and I think that they'll fill their roles accordingly. I think that's what's nice about both of them is they're flexible. They're flexible, and if one ends up being a starter for us and one ends up being a key bullpen arm, that's gonna help us out great. And then obviously too, returning Bob Hamill, who will lead our staff or our rotation, who's returning as the reigning conference in New England Rookie of the Year, which is pretty awesome. So he'll be our one, and then we'll mix in a couple other sophomores who had pretty good years, and Paul Wetmore and Sean Halligan with another year under the belt. We expect them to fill out the rotation, and then Jay Quickie to hopefully build off all the starts he got as a sophomore last year.
Yeah, so we're a young team with a point to prove this year. Graduated 13 seniors last year. Need a lot of young guys to step up, but with the hard work and preparation that we've been putting in all winter long, we really feel like we're ready to go.
So we got 2 trips planned, both hopefully, looks pretty good. Weather should be cold this weekend, but we're going to start off. We got 3 games with Old Westbury. They're a really good club. We played them a couple years ago, and it was a very good game, and that'll obviously be a great test for us. And it'll be nice for us to get on a field before we head down to spring break when we go down to play in Orlando, or just outside Orlando. And down there it's a really tough schedule. Illinois Wesleyan, very good. We open up with them. Framingham's a good regional ball club. We also have Trinity, another New England team. That'll be a good test for us. Kind of the big game down there is a doubleheader with the College of New Jersey, who is right now they're somewhere in the top 25. So that'll be a true test, and that comes at the back end of the week. So we're excited to get down to Long Island this weekend, and then we'll be excited to get to Florida on the 9th.
So as far as team goals, every year we got the mindset to win the conference and have the ability to make it to the NCAA tournament. But with that, we have a bunch of smaller goals each day in, day out, and just getting a young team to compete at the level of our conference is one of the main mindsets we have as far as right now. Development is another one of our goals. As I said before, a young team. So trying to get everybody on the same page to where everybody needs to be and playing at the level that we need to play at in order to get to our main goal of winning the conference and getting to the NCAA.
So goals for the year, it's to really bring our young roster along and be competing at the top of the Commonwealth Coast Conference when it's all said and done. I think that the CCC is going to be one of the better conferences in New England, just in terms of not just the depth of the top, but the group of teams that can kind of round out the middle of the pack. And it's going to come down to just which teams can have guys step up in certain spots. I think that's it. I mean, our goal is to hopefully give ourselves a shot when it's all said and done to be in the tournament. And as anybody knows, and especially in baseball, in a tournament, anything can happen. You need a double elimination tournament. The format changed a little bit, so it's going to be a true test of how good teams and how deep teams can be to kind of come out on top in the end.